Let's start. This is going to be fun. My name is Eero Kilpi, and this is the first ever episode of The Upper Bench. And I have with me here Christopher Rice and Sam Wacha. And let's talk first about how this whole thing came to be. I myself, I've one of the founding members of the North American Sauna Society, which was established 2004. And for the reasons that I'm going to talk soon, but I've known Christopher you for a long time. And before we go to that, by the way, I have to tell that obviously, the way I talk comes from the fact that I moved to this country at the age of 39. So I've been in the US for 25 years almost, and I'm a Finn. So hence sauna is very, very close to my heart. Christopher, tell about yourself and remind how we got to learn to know each other.
My name's Christopher Rice, and my wife and we stumbled upon sauna probably about 7 years ago, just kind of accidentally. We live in Southeast Minnesota, and even though it's in Minnesota, there's really not much of a sauna culture here. I'm originally from California, and my wife Julie is from Cambodia, so neither of our families were into sauna. So it's just kind of accidentally through a Google search, just trying to learn, like, where does this sauna thing come from? And it wasn't too long after that I stumbled upon North American Sauna Society, and then just reach out to Eero, and then we've kept in touch these past probably about 6 years. We've kept in touch, and I've always enjoyed just conversing and learning from him about sauna and just sharing our experiences and thoughts. And then Sam kind of got looped in along the way, and we have regular conversations, the three of us, and I always enjoy those sauna conversations.
Likewise. So Sam, how did you come to the picture, so to speak?
My name's Sam Wacha. I'm the third wheel in this in this group. But I felt like I might have came to the party a little late, but better late than never. I've enjoyed sauna for a number of years, and just recently I've really taken that to the next level as a career as well as a passion. So chasing down all the different things and all the different information out there about sauna, I ended up stumbling upon the Reddit forums. And getting connected with Eero was just something that I thought was good to make myself more well-rounded and to explore the different avenues of sauna. Eero, being the president of NAS, was one of the first emails I sent after I started to try to cultivate this network of sauna enthusiasts. And Eero's been gracious enough to kind of take me under his wing and introduce me to a lot of the great players in this fine industry that really I can also say is a hobby and a passion.
So why are we actually, I think the question that has to be posed is, why are we doing this? Why are we so passionate about it? How do you guys feel?
I think for me personally, sauna became something that was not only spiritual, but also physiological. You could actually feel better, and not just my back feels better, but my mind feels better, my spirit feels better, my whole being really feels better. And this was the first experience I've ever had like that. It's always been one or the other, or maybe two or three, or whatever it was, but it was never a complete package of, wow, I feel good.
Yeah, and then for us, it was like a natural curiosity, a rabbit hole. I tend to go down rabbit trails and just, but also it was for us, for Julie and I, it kind of came at a tough time in our life and in our marriage. And it was a good way for us to connect. And like Sam was saying, sauna felt really good. So it was kind of a stress reliever for us as well. And we like to travel. That gave us, we're both pretty adventurous, Julie and I. So that gave us the opportunity to discover something new, and we started traveling up north, whereas in the past we would mostly traveled west and south. Yeah.
The obviously in my case, it being coming from Northern Europe and coming to the US and coming from a sauna-wise very rich culture, it was kind of a shock, because the sauna the way I perceived sauna in North America was something different. And not only that, and that was one of the reasons why we started the North American Sauna Society, but not only that, but the point is that that early 2000s, there was a lot of infrared rooms coming to the marketplace. And there's nothing wrong per se with that, and we'll discuss during these podcasts. We're going to discuss more about these different ways of thermal therapy, but we were always afraid that it blurred the understanding of people of what sauna bathing is, and we're talking about this thing, this culture and stuff, and I think we share the view, all of us, that many in North America don't understand the cultural aspects of thermal therapy, and particularly what I'm obviously fond of, having sauna bathed more than 60 years, is the traditional, authentic way of sauna. Do you
Absolutely.
feel the same?
I remember the first few people that I would talk to about sauna, and really getting into the background of it, and no one really realized that these were the cleanest places, at the time. These were the cleanest places in someone's house or in someone's village or neighborhood. People have been born in saunas for thousands of years. And what a great way to introduce life, warm to warm and a clean environment. It's really cool to see how far we've come, but to still hold on to the tradition of, at the end of the day, this is steam and heat and just such a rejuvenating experience that can really bring a lot of joy to people. But when I tell people that, hey, where's your floor drain? And they look at me a little sideways. I said, no, I want to use a lot of water. But not a lot of, especially in North America, not a lot of saunas here have floor drains or even the people behind it to drive that. So it's been fun to educate some people and to see some of these really, really cool sauna projects come to life, where they have all the elements of a nice traditional Finnish sauna.
Yeah, and the sauna situation in North America, we were in California one time with some family friends at a resort, and they had a sauna there, and I was keen to use it. This was after we really got into sauna, and the temperature didn't get very hot. There was carpet on the floor. So like I've heard people express before, like any sauna is a good sauna, just use whatever you have. And there is an element of truth to that. But also like after using a really good one, I'll go try one at a gym or a hotel where we're at. And sometimes it's more frustrating than it is a good experience. Really good sauna can ruin the standard mediocre North American sauna. But also, before we got into sauna, I liked it okay. If the hotel had one, I may or may not use it. But Julie didn't like it. She would have told you, I'm not a big fan.
Sure.
And so that's the problem with like a poor expression of sauna or any cultural practice, is that if you have a very poor expression, people experience that and they come to a conclusion of like, I don't like sauna.
Yeah.
But they haven't really experienced a good version of it.
Oh, absolutely. And a good version of anything should usually, win a few extra people over. Whereas, if I give someone a really, really good meal, they're going to tell everybody about it. But if I serve them a really, really bad meal, they're going to tell more people about it.
Yeah. So Oh, so true. So, okay, so we're gonna start this podcast thing. So, how do you feel, guys? How are we gonna get together? Like maybe once a month? Is that the frequency what we're gonna be working on? And obviously, the idea is that we're gonna invite people over to talk with us. And it's the how it works is that we are the three hosts. Sam, Christopher, and me, and there's always hopefully be something that is of interest to people, and we already know that the first one to be interviewed is Lassi Liikanen. He's from Finland, and he's written books about sauna, and he's very savvy of the technical details of good sauna bathing. I think the name of the book is The Secrets of the Finnish Sauna. But anyway, so we will get together. How often do you think that we're going to be doing this show?
Oh, monthly for sure. I'd like to do this on, Tuesday nights, but we could do this every month for sure.
Yeah.
And I think compared to some podcasts, there's a lot of variety for podcasts. Some are more formal, basically like a news presentation, and some are pretty informal. I enjoy our conversations. They're usually pretty informal and pretty free flowing. So however often we have them, I would enjoy it.
Absolutely. And I'm sure we all are going to get busy around the holidays and things like that, but it'll be fun to connect and see just what people are doing, even if it's just for a little bit.
And that's a very good point, because we're going to be talking anyway. So we might as well put the recording on and ask interesting people to talk about sauna.
Yeah.
And kind of obviously to make a point about there's the sauna, and then there's sauna bathing. And like there's a lot of saunas, but there's a little less of that fulfilling all around feel good sauna bathing experience. And it's all about the sauna bathing experience basically that we will be talking about from different angles, obviously. And we do have a lot of interesting people lined up to talk to us. A lot of interesting people lined up. Anyway, so gentlemen, this is the first take, and we will get back to these nice people, hopefully in about a couple of weeks, and we'll start our podcast series from then. Thank you, gentlemen.
Looking forward to it, guys. I can't wait to see all the new sauna aficionados we cultivate out there.
Yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys.
You guys have a good one.